guys, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft, and I'm participating with Off the Board with Pineapple Papers today. The monthly hop happens the last Wednesday of every month, and this is the Pinterest inspiration that I'm using. It's a holiday-themed layout from Chris Robertson. I'll have the original pin linked below. Also linked below is a list of Off the Board participants so that you can hop along and see what everybody else was inspired by this month and how they used their Pinterest inspiration to create a scrapbook layout. So this is a 12 by 12 scrapbook layout. I started with 3 4 by 6 photos. 2 were horizontal, 1 was vertical. I cut the horizontal ones into 4 by 4 squares per the original layout, and I left the vertical one just 4 by 6 per the original layout. So pretty easy. This friendly reminder to always remember it's okay to cut your photos down. If you print something 4 by 6, it doesn't have to stay 4 by 6. You can cut it down to smaller sizes, really hone in, really zoom in on the important part of the photo. And you can even layer photos because like the one photo of me and my daughter, that's pretty close up. So I can't really make that smaller than 4 by 4, but the other photo that's a 4 by 4 has like a big blue sky and a couple animals in the background because these are obviously zoo photos. And so I'm actually gonna layer per the original layout, I'm gonna layer the photo of me with my daughter on top of the animal photo just because there's a lot of white space still in that bottom 4 by 4 photo. So I'm gonna cover up a little bit of that and that's okay to do too. Layer your photos, cut them down, or even print them in the size that you want them to. That requires a lot of advanced planning. I've talked about this before. I've tried doing that before and ultimately it's tricky. I am doing that for my vacation scrapbook, but in general, my regular photos, I don't do it anymore. So anyway, everything's getting matted onto some brown cardstock. That's from my stash. The craft cardstock is also from my stash. That's a sneak peek of something you'll see in my December haul, actually. I broke that out early. And the rest of it is the Simple Stories Into the Wild collection, which was part of my November haul. And it's taken me pretty much the whole month to finally get around to using it, even though I know I said I have so many zoo photos. I'm going to do so many zoo layouts. I have done a two-page zoo layout that I unfortunately didn't film myself creating, but you will see that when I do my November layout share. And then I've done this one. But I still have other zoo photos. I just got a whole bunch scrapbooked from when we went to the St. Louis Zoo back in August. So I will have more zoo photos to scrapbook for you and maybe give you some more inspiration if you also have zoo photos. I really, really like this Into the Wild collection. I was looking at other zoo collections. Doodlebug has one. If you look on scrapbook.com, there's a Doodlebug one that you can purchase things separately. Same with the Simple Stories. You can purchase things separately, purchase what you want. But I like that there are also kits. So there was a Doodlebug one that also came with like some ribbon and maybe some brads or something. And that was a nice one. But I really, really liked the Simple Stories one because it came with like the chipboard stickers, the die cuts, and the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. And I liked the patterns, I think, of the Simple Stories ones a little bit better than the Doodlebug. There might have been a slight price difference. I think one of them was cheaper than the other, but ultimately I wanted to go with the one, I don't remember which one was cheaper than the other, but I wanted to go with the one that had the pieces in it that I would definitely use, and that was the Simple Stories one. So I really, really like this collection. If I haven't said that already, go back and watch my November haul video if you want to see everything that came in this kit. And yes, I got it from scrapbook.com. So anyway, the original layout has a bunch of papers, patterned papers just kind of layered up on the background, almost like you're making, like a layer cake, but with patterned papers. So I chose I cut a green strip at the top. I've got my tigers and lions right underneath it. Then there's some paw prints. It's a bigger one underneath that. And then there's a tiny sliver of another pattern going underneath that brown one. So I'm just like piecing everything down, making sure that I have enough space to keep my photos on the inside of this pattern paper boundary, I guess that's what you would call it. And then going along with the original layout, there was a large title up at the top in the right. And so I just used Stay Wild, one of the chipboard embellishments, because that was easy. I didn't have to go into my alphas and try to find letters that fit and try to find the letters that I needed. When you see like the foam alphas or the chipboard embellishments that have basically just words like this, that's a great way to just do a pre-made title, and then you don't have to think about it. So I'm going through all the rest of the embellishments because I'm just trying to kind of like find ones that I want to use. And judging by these photos, I do have giraffes in the photos, and then I think there is one of like a tiger or a lion, a big cat, we'll just call it. It's a big cat photo. So I want to find pieces that match the animals that are in the photos. So there are, like I said, a lot of great variety in this collection, and especially this collection kit that was all put together. So I grabbed some giraffes, and I like the size of these too. There's a mama giraffe and a baby giraffe, and they're pretty large stickers. So they're perfect for using up that kind of negative space where those two 4x4 photos that they've sort of created a little corner. So those giraffe stickers are the perfect size for using up that negative space there. I've got some paw print stickers. I'm just looking for other small pieces that I can kind of layer behind my photos and create different embellishment clusters. I love watching Chamel lives because she does a lot of layering with small pieces, the embellishments, the paper, and that definitely inspires me when I go to create pages, even if I'm not using one of her layouts as inspiration. I just love the way that the layering and the grouping looks. So hopefully that this layout gives you some inspiration for doing that on your own, whether or not you're using the same sketch, the same layout design. You could use any design you want, but just, practice with the layering, practice with the grouping of the embellishments. I think it really makes a big difference in the layouts. But obviously, do what stays true to you. If you don't like that look on your scrapbook layouts, don't do it just to do it. Do your own design aesthetic, and whatever you decide to put down on your page is going to be great. It's going to be the right thing. There's no really right or wrong way to scrapbook, I don't think. I feel like sometimes we might think there is, especially when we're looking at the professionals and the things that they're using. But you got to remember, the professionals, a lot of the times that product is given to them for free. They have an unlimited supply of adhesive and product, and us regular scrapbookers do not have that. So it's important to keep that in mind, to have some perspective, to use what you have, to use what you love, and to scrapbook in a way that reflects your creative abilities and aesthetic. So anyway, just my little reminder to those who are watching. And thank you so much for watching. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Leave me a note in the comments to say hi. Let me know you're here. If you are new to the channel, maybe you discovered me through this off the board hop. Welcome. And I'm happy that you're here, and I hope that this video is inspiring to you. And if you like it, consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing the notification bell so you don't miss out on other process videos. I do a Tuesday scrapbook process video. That's every Tuesday. I participate in off the board and other random hops and challenges throughout the month. And then I always do a layout share and a haul video so you guys can see everything that I created throughout the month, and also the products that I am going to be working with. And you can learn more about the local scrapbook stores and the online scrapbook stores where I shop. So anyway, leave me a comment below and let me know if you went to the zoo this summer. We actually went to two. We went to our local zoo that was a school field trip, and then we went to the one in St. Louis, which is where I'm from, and we took I have a lot of pictures from the St. Louis Zoo. So this is the school field trip. The parents were all allowed to go. There wasn't like we had to chaperone. You could just hang out with your kid. So my daughter and I went around the zoo. It's kind of a small zoo, I'm not going to lie. It's the Turtleback Zoo in New Jersey. When you grow up, when you're the St. Louis Zoo, no other zoo can compare. I'm just going to be quite honest with you. The St. Louis Zoo is very large. It's free. The Turtleback Zoo is not large, and it is not free. And I understand that they have to make money, but when you walk through and you're like, oh, I think we've seen everything, and it's been like 15 minutes, it's just sad. And then you've paid like an arm and a leg. Anyway, I have to stop getting on my soapbox about the zoo thing because the video's over with. These are the close-ups. I hope that this was inspiring for you and that you get to see a little bit more detail of these. And I hope that you come back next time for more scrapbook process videos. Enjoy the rest of November.